are simple things sometimes so complicated. Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dealing with sinus or ear issues? Need an ear exam? The Jenny Stewart Ear, Nose, and Throat Team is here to help, serving both adults and kids. From hearing problems to head and neck concerns, we've got you covered. Visit JennyStewartHealth.org today for more information.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast table. Jeff Sisk with you tonight. Joe Wilson away. He'll return next week. Our next home game will be on Tuesday, the 1st, and believe it or not, it's the 1st of July on Tuesday. I'll be back for that one, and then Joe will have you for the latter part of the week. Chase Fernandez is the pitcher for Full Count tonight. He has a record of 1-0. He's pitched 8 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts, 5 walks, and no earned runs. He does not have an ERA. And this is his 3rd start of the season for Full Count Rhythm. Leading off is going to be the right fielder, Aiden Butts, a .290 hitter on the season for the Hoppers. As he will step in, as again the wind picks up here at the ballpark. We have sunny skies here, but it's cloudy all around us. But it's a very pleasant night as it has cooled down very well. Here's one, first pitch hit right to the first baseman, and he can't handle it as it gets away from him. That is going to be an error on the first baseman. And Aiden Butts gets aboard a leadoff runner for the Hoptown Hoppers. Kobe Webb, first baseman, a .223 hitter for the Hoppers. If you were with us for our dugout show, that was one thing that Coach Benny wanted to do, was try to get out quickly and then let the pitching take over. Here's the pitch. It's inside for a ball to Webb. Again, nice breezy night. I haven't checked the temperature lately. It says it's 83, so we'll take that compared to what it's been. Pitch is a strike, so the count's 1-1. I think a chance of rain tomorrow, maybe some thunderstorms. Webb with a 1-1 count. Here comes Fernandez with a pitch. It's going to be low for ball 2. So 2-1 the count now. Hoppers with Aiden Butts, the Trigg County product, at first base. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside, and that runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 the count for Webb. Fernandez is set, and the pitch, and that's called a strike, so that will make it a full count at 3-2 now. In the defense at normal depth, although the first baseman staying on the bag. We'll see if they throw over. No, they're going to come home, and this one's going to be hit. And first baseman bobbles this one. They try to get it over, and they do in time as they get the fielder's choice out there. That goes one, make that 3-1 for out number 1. But Webb does his job, gets the runner over to second base. Owen Hutchison is the batter now, the left fielder. .225 hitter on the season for Hoptown. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. So 1-0 the count. Fernandez looks back at second. Now he'll come home with a pitch. Here, this was going to be popped up. Is it going to be out of play? I believe it is. Yep, going to be in the ditch to our left between the public school system property and the community college property. There's a drainage ditch that runs between the two fields. Here's the pitch, and it's high. So the count's going to be 2 balls and a strike now. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. 2-2 now the count with 1 out. Runner at second base. Both teams here in the first have gotten a runner to at least second base. Fans continue to file in here. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball. That makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 the count. Here's one hit up the middle, but it's going to be scooped up by the second baseman. He'll throw over to first in time for the out as that goes 4-3. As that was you who scooped that up and threw it over to Head for out number 2. But the Hoppers now have a runner at third base. And the batter for the Hoppers now is going to be Miles Denton, .222 hitter on the season. Pitch to him is a ball. Runner at third for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled back. And that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike for the shortstop. Out of Brentwood, Tennessee, Roane State Community College. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit to the second baseman, who will throw over to first in time for the out. So in the inning for the Hoppers, no runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We have played 1 inning as we check our Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. No score between the Hoppers and Full Count Rhythm. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. We move to the top of the second inning, and the first batter of this inning is Parker Staborski. And the first pitch to him is going to be a strike. Here's the pitch. This one's foul back, so he's in the hole 0-2 now. He is from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. Here's the pitch, and he didn't go, so it's going to be a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. He was able to hold up on the bat, on the swing. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball as well, so 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be high for a ball, so that's going to make it 3-2 now. It's a full count for Staborski. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's called strike 3. Got him looking. That is the 3rd strikeout tonight for Cody Jones. Jake Turr is the batter, the shortstop, 226 hitter on the season. He's from Tampa, Florida, and plays at Tampa. The pitch, and it's a strike. Jones has faced 5 so far. This is his 6th batter to face, and he struck out 3. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ball, so 1-1 the count. Get a nice breeze at the ballpark tonight. I hope it just doesn't bring us any showers, as we have cooled down to 83 degrees right now on the west side. 2-1 the count, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch, and this one is hit into left, and it is, he got that one. It's over the fence for a home run, a solo home run for Jake Turr. So that will put Full Count Rhythm on the board with the solo shot with 1 out here in the second. They lead it 1-0. Lou DeLessio is the batter, the center fielder for Full Count Rhythm. As Jones has given up the single shot here, and the Full Count Rhythm is on top. Here's a pitch. It's a little high for a ball. One and 0 the count. Here's the pitch, and this is fouled back and out of play. It's going to make it 1-1 the count to DeLessio. The batter is back in the box, ready to go. Pitcher as well. He's ready to go. Here's the pitch. It's high. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out here in the inning. Pitch, swing and a miss. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. The pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Got him looking, strike 3. And there are now 2 outs here in the inning. And that is now 4 on the night. 4. Cody Jones gives him 24 on the season. The DH Landon Ward, 273 hitter on the season, batting 4, full count rhythm. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Two outs. The pitch to Ward, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count now. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. One and two the count now. Ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Ball high. 2-2 now. We approach 7 o'clock. We owe you ID. We'll take that when we get an opportunity. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be popped up. Third baseman's calling for it. He's got it for the 3rd out of the inning. So a pop out to third will retire the side. But Jake Turr with the left field bomb for the first run of the night for full count rhythm. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 2nd as we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's full count rhythm 1 and the Hoptown Hoppers nothing. We're back after this. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
This is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggard Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, HWEA, the Bank of Cadies, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions Cubs. Go Hoppers.
Looking to transform your home? Welcome to AKS Flooring, your one-stop shop for all your home design needs. From stunning hardwood and luxurious carpets to stylish tiles and vinyl, we've got the perfect floor for every room. But that's not all. Our experts can help with custom countertops, beautiful backsplashes, and all your design essentials. AKS Flooring and Design Center, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville, or online at aksflooring.com. AKS Flooring, where your dream home begins.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com. Welcome back to Colonel Field. 1-0 lead now for full count rhythm as we play here in the bottom of the 2nd inning of play. A home run by Jake Turr in that top of the 2nd. Chase Fernandez out for inning number 2 to work for full count rhythm. And the pitch is over for a strike. This is Connor Scheid, who is batting, 208 hitter. If you're listening to 98.7 Light FM this morning, he was on the broadcast with us for our Hopper update at about 8:15 each Friday. He, along with club president Charlie Henderson, joined us this morning. Talk a little baseball, talk about what life's like outside of baseball, what he likes to do. Here's a swing and a miss. And the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count now. Chance Sweeney is on deck, the center fielder. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be outside for a ball. 2-2 the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit out in front of the plate, and it's going to be picked up by the pitcher. He'll throw down to first in time for the out. So that goes 1-3 for out number 1. And the batter's going to be Chance Sweeney, a .208 hitter on the season. Plays center field tonight for the Hoptown Hoppers. Here's the pitch, and it's across for a strike to Sweeney. Here's one popped out in front of the plate again. Picked up by the pitcher, bare hands it, throws, can't make the play. So the Hoppers are going to have a runner. We're going to check and see how they score that one. I'm very curious as to how they will score that. Let's see here. They haven't scored it yet, so we'll wait and see. Here's the batter for the Hoppers, number 14, Evan Cardwell, the catcher tonight. Count is 0-1 to him. Well, they're going to give him a base hit, so we will as well. Oh and 1 the count now for Evan Cardwell. Here's the pitch, and this one's hit into left. Is it going to be foul? Oh and 2 now the count for Cardwell. Again, a 111 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch. Throw down, and he got him. Runners out. So out stealing for Sweeney. And there are now 2 outs now in the inning. And the count's a ball and 2 strikes to Cardwell. Good throw by the catcher, Cothran. That pitch is a ball. So the count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's high for a ball. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Cardwell. Hoppers trailing 1-0, a home run by Jake Turr. Here's the pitch, and it's ball 4. So Cardwell battles and draws the walk. The batter now will be Hunter Swanson, the third baseman. Wind, according to the American flag out in center field, still blowing in. Swanson, a 154 hitter on the season, and the pitch to him is a strike with the fastball. Fernandez takes his time, comes to the plate, and swing and a miss for Swanson. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ball. So 1-2 now the count. Two outs here in the inning. Runner has a decent lead. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. So there's one strikeout in the inning. There's one base hit, but Sweeney was out trying to steal second, and there was a base on ball. So in that inning, no runs on one hit and no errors and one left on base. The Hoppers have now left 2 on through 2 innings of play. We've completed 2 as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Full Count Rhythm 1 and the Hoptown Hoppers nothing. We're back after this. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast table as a Full Count Rhythm leads Hoptown 1-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And Theodore, I got your headset out thinking by chance you might be here. Does it fit still? And
yes,
does it feel good?
Yes, sir, it does. It's been a while, especially in the baseball.
Yeah, that's football. You've had it on since football, I guess. Ted Yachek joining us here for as long as he would like. Just left your wife. I apologize for that.
She'll be all right. She's visiting down there anyway.
Okay. As you said, I figure she would rather you come up here. Hey, it's a nice night. Can you believe the weather?
It is beautiful.
Compared to what it has been?
Yeah, we didn't think it would be this nice, but it's a beautiful night at the ballpark.
Spencer Yu is the batter for Full Count Rhythm, a .292 hitter on the season. Here's a throw over, and they get him on the nice throw there for out number 1. And the batter's going to be the number 1 hitter in the lineup. This is Jackson Cothran. Nice to see Full Count Rhythm back. I know it, yeah. And they have picked up right where they left off, basically. Have a record of 15-5. I know you're good buddies with Josh, their coach.
Yeah, who's not here. Not here tonight.
Oh, he's not here.
He's
okay.
On a mission trip in Nicaragua.
Okay. Here's the pitch. Well, he's still getting credit as the head coach because I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, and that'll tell you something that with the him being gone for a week and them still maintaining this level of play with.
You know, I was looking at their roster today, and they have 19 pitchers on their roster. Now, I don't know that they carry all of them, but or if they have 19 here tonight, but they've got 19 pitchers on their roster.
Yeah, I think they do some rotation.
Around, yeah. 2 balls, no strikes to Jackson Cothran. The pitch, high, ball 3. Is this your second game out?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were in Madisonville too the other night.
Okay.
So.
Of course, Ted retired now, and they have become world travelers. Don't know when you're home or not, which is great.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. That's nice to be able to do that when you're retired.
3-1 the count now to Cothran. Almost bet money on 3-0 count that the next pitch is going to be a strike. The pitch, here's one hit into Right field. Nope, center field's going to be over the center fielder's head. It's going to go all the way to the fence. It's going to be a double for Cothran.
Perfect placement of that hit. Exactly in between the two fielders.
You know, that's two long balls, the home run, and then that one. And you look at the flag, and it's blowing in, and you think it's going to be hard to hit them out or get any kind of distance on them the way the wind's blowing.
Well, I believe that's one of the Hopper's power pitchers up against
it is, yeah.
Big swinging
That's
young
right.
man here
Yeah.
for full count.
Yeah, Cody Jones, their number one pitcher. He looks back at second. J.P. Head is the batter, and again, I think he's hit him again. I think that's the second time he's been hit. I think it sounded like it. Don't know if it did or not.
No, I don't think he's not.
No, I don't guess
He didn't
so.
motion him down that
It was
way.
awful close, though. Yeah, awful close.
It's Mr. Offense in the OVL this year.
Yeah, 5-14.
And I think he leads in just about everything except for home runs.
Home runs. Here's a pitch from Jones, and it's across for a strike. So the count's 1-1 now. One out. Runner at second on the double. Nope, now he's at third. Cothran now at third on the pass ball. And here's one popped up. And coming in is going to be, it's going out, it's going to be the second baseman. He will tag, come home, and he's safe. Said he didn't tag him.
I think he just missed that tag.
Yeah, I do too. I think he got underneath the tag. I really do, but that was good to get the ball back in. Did a really good job doing that. So a fly out to the second baseman who was well out into the outfield, but he's going to get an RBI for that. As the runner comes home, Cothran from third. The tag, the ball was there, just couldn't get the tag on before he touched the base.
Yeah, the throw was just a little bit high and he couldn't pull it, the catcher couldn't pull it down.
So 2-0 now, full count on top. Here in the top of the third, and that pitch to the batter, Nolan Sargent. He popped out to the shortstop back in the first inning of play, a .267 hitter on the season. And the count is 0-1. The pitch from Jones outside, ball one. Now you are the vice president of the league?
Yes, sir. I'm the vice president and treasurer.
And treasurer.
Of the OVL.
Yeah, I knew treasurer. I wasn't quite sure about the hyphenated title there. I guess vice president would come first, though, and then treasurer. Here's one popped up. It's going to be out of play. Heads up.
With my time served with the Hoppers being up, I think it gave the league a chance to have both of us now, the president and vice president, treasurer, not associated directly with a team.
With a team, correct.
So it's able to, I mean, you're still a little bit partial to some guys, but
oh yeah,
able to keep all in any questions.
Right. Foul ball down in the Hopper dugout.
No questions of favoritism.
Yeah,
I guess is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, Will Cox is the president of the league.
And Will's here tonight, too.
Yeah. Longtime supporter of the OVL. Had ties to the Madisonville Miners.
He did. As a matter of fact, he was official scorer up until this season for Madisonville.
Right. 2-2 the count. Now it's going to be a full count as that pitch is outside. Makes it 3-2.
Full count versus full count.
Yep. I've already used that one,
Oh,
but
have
that's
you?
good.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've already. That's good. No, I'm glad. I'm glad
many.
somebody else thought that one up. No, that's good. Here's the pitch, and this one's hit to the first baseman. He'll scoop it up, go over to the bag, and make the out there for out number 3 as that goes unassisted by the first baseman. So in the inning, there was 1 base hit in the inning, 1 run scored, and nobody left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd, and Full Count Rhythm picks up a run in that inning. They lead it 2-0 as we check the Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. Back after this, you're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Pennyrile Electric is shouting out a huge thank you to all of our members who stopped by to see us during Pennyrile Electric's Member Appreciation Days. It's been awesome reconnecting with our neighbors and connecting with new friends over the last couple of weeks. And we thank you for the opportunity to lighten your life and empower your community. Like Pennyrile Electric on Facebook to stay connected and up to date on outage and other important information. Pennyrile Electric, doing our part to enhance your quality of life since 1937.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's convenience shop.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for
I'm just going to turn it
productivity
up
in the
a little
field and
bit.
efficiency at the pump. Southern
I don't know
States
if that's
is
got
proud to
anything
serve
to
the
do with
farming
it or not.
communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Back at Colonel Field as we welcome you back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast table. We're now in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the hitter's going to be Gabe Eddington, a .261 hitter, second baseman for the Hoppers, his first at bat tonight. And it is a strike. So the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And it's 2-1. This one is going to be foul. So the count's 2-2. Here's the pitch. This one's foul back.
Exact same spot.
Yeah. 2-2 the count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aiden Butts is on deck. He reached on an error back in the 1st, and it's a swing and a miss for a strikeout. That is the 2nd strikeout for Chase Fernandez. And the batter is going to be Aiden Butts, a .290 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. The pitch. And it's fouled away, 0-2.
It's always good to be at a game and see a young man playing that kind of grew up with his when his brother played for the Hoppers.
Oh, I know.
And is now coaching for the Hoppers.
Yeah.
I remember when he used to be at the ballpark too young, too
Right.
small and too young.
Mm-hmm.
And here he is playing for the Hoppers.
Ball's fouled back. Count's going to stay 0-2. Of course, it's Olivet Baptist Church night. They're sponsoring tonight. Military Affairs Appreciation. Here's the pitch, and it's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Of course, as I said, Military Appreciation Night, and it's always a special night. Have the special jerseys.
Yeah, it's always a popular night with the players. With you have to wear a jersey, and quite often wear them. A lot of times after tonight too.
This ball, getting
it's
foul.
just so much fun to be involved, with the league and with the Hoppers and be able to do things like that, support our friends from Fort Campbell, and just say thank you for all they do.
1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout for Butts. And that's 3 in a row that have been struck out. Batter is going to be Colby Webb. He grounded out to the first baseman, who was able to get the ball to the pitcher, who was covering the bag for the out. Two nothing in favor of the Rhythm, and this is foul back. Oh, and 2. I've never asked, but I just assume that Rhythm is their name, a nickname, if you want to call it that. Everybody just calls them Full Count Rhythm.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit of a nod to Nashville and and the country music.
In the country music, yeah.
Of course, they do so much more than just this summer.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. They'll throw down, though, and get the out there. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base, as it's a 1-2-3 inning for Chase Fernandez. As we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, it's Full Count Rhythm 2 and Hoptown nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, this is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggard Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, HWEA, the Bank of Cadiz, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions Cubs. Go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We move to the 4th inning of play, and it's 2-0 in favor of Full Count Rhythm. And it's the cleanup batter, Devin McCarron, just joined the club today. So this is just his second at bat. He struck out back in the first. The pitch was wild. So it's 1-0. Actually went all the way back to the backstop. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count.
That's quite a free agent signing. Bring him in and he's batting cleanup for the first game.
That's right. Yeah.
There ain't no messing around there.
Right.
No hiding him.
No,
and then in
that's
the
right.
bottom half of the order.
That's right. Pitch is a strike. So the count now is 1-2. Jones working in his 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Fouls this back. Well, that one got over the net.
Brought that one a little sidearm.
Yeah. Count stays 1-2. To the leadoff batter here in the inning, McCarron. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch, and this is foul and out of play. Frank Giles making an appearance tonight, looking dapper as always. Has on his suit and nice hat. If he'd have had that suit on earlier in the week, he'd have been sweating big time.
No, Frank.
You don't think so?
He says he doesn't sweat.
Says he doesn't
said
sweat.
That's his secret.
3-2 the count. Or around the ballpark, we refer to him as Frankie G.
I was in a meeting with him on Tuesday, and they were giving him a hard time about wearing a suit out here, and he said, nope, I don't sweat.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be hit to the shortstop. He'll scoop it up, throw, and not in time. Good play, though, as the shortstop for the Hoppers, Denton, fielded that, made the long throw across the bag, but McCarron was motoring down the first base side, and he just did beat the throw.
He had to go a long way. He was shifted over close to second.
Sure. Yeah,
had to make that move coming back towards third.
Yeah, he was well deep there at short.
Good play though.
Yeah. Jones with the pitch. This batter is Staborski. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch. Two and 0 now. Tonight's attendance is 277. 277 tonight's attendance. And that one's in there for a strike. So that's 2-1 count now. Staborski. Here's the pitch. And they call that. No, they appeal down to first. They're going to say that's a ball. So 3-1 now the count. He struck out back in the second inning of play. The pitch. Strike two.
Right,
so
this young man
3-2.
Catawba.
Yeah,
Catawba. Do
I
you know
saw
where
that.
that is?
I have no idea where that is. I have no idea. I'll Google that when I get an opportunity to see if we can find out. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes, and it's ball 4. So ball 4, and now runners at first and second. Jake Turr in his first at bat in this ball game with a home run for the Hoppers. Jones looking back at second, now comes home with the pitch, and it's going to be a ball. So it's a ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count, 2-0 in favor of Full Count Rhythm. Looks back at second, now comes home with a pitch, and it is a strike. The fastball. That's concentration to be able to look back and then immediately come home with a throw and throw a strike.
In a tough situation with two guys on and nobody out.
Yep. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. Gavin Powell last night was able to work out of a jam. He had the bases loaded, and I think it was one out at the time. I'd have to go back and look. And he was able to get out of a jam and did not allow a run. Had some great defense on the backside, though. Jones takes a lot of time. Here's the pitch, and this is going to be foul back.
I know it's never a good situation, but I would hate to be a pitcher with the bases loaded and to think and get close to walking somebody. Think that there's no place for him to go.
Right.
That's high pressure.
2-2 the count, nobody out. Runners at first and second for Full Count Rhythm. And Jones looks back at second. Looks again back at second. Now will come home, and the runners are going to move up a base as a wild pitch by Jones. And that's going to make it a full count now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count now. Jones now with runners in second and third, nobody out. Here's one hit into center. Center fielder will get it, and the runner will tag. They're going to throw to third, and the runner is going to be in safely, as that will score a run on the sacrifice fly and an RBI for Turr. And it's now 3-0 in favor of Full Count Rhythm. Lou D'Alessio is the batter. He struck out in the second. And now the full count with a runner at third and 1 out. The pitch. And it's across for a strike to D'Alessio. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And Coach Benny coming out to talk to his pitcher. Don't know if he has a hook or not as he comes out to talk to Cody Jones.
Yeah, tough to see who's warming up with that.
Yeah,
with that.
You can tell somebody's down there because you can see the ball as it's being thrown. Coach Benny taking a lot of time there. That, by the way, is an error. That's going to be an error on the pitcher. And the batter's going to be Landon Ward. He popped out to third in the second. A 273 hitter coming into the ball game tonight. Home plate umpire goes out and breaks up the meeting. Follow the college rules. They get so many visits, including when the catcher goes out.
Yeah, all those are rules to hopefully keep the game moving quicker.
Right. Here's the pitch. It's high. Runner goes, and he's going to be safe. And the runner at third did not come home. So now it's going to be second and third, one out, and a 1-0 count to Ward. I think it's been used maybe once in the league, the new, I call it overtime rules or extra inning rule.
Oh, no,
Has it been used more than once?
I think close to 5 now.
Oh, has it? Okay.
At least 4, I think.
Okay. 1-1 the count. Kind of decide before the game started who's going to play defense.